In Civilization and Its Discontents, Sigmund Freud delves into the inherent conflict between individual desires and the constraints of society. He posits that while civilization is crucial for human advancement, it imposes limitations that generate feelings of discontent and psychological strain. Freud's analysis suggests that the very structures meant to organize and protect society, such as laws and cultural norms, also stifle individual freedom and natural instincts. This tension, he argues, manifests in various forms of psychological distress, including guilt, anxiety, and a sense of alienation. Freud's exploration highlights the complex interplay between human nature and societal demands, shedding light on the internal struggles individuals face in navigating the constraints of civilization. His work invites readers to reconsider the true cost of civilization and the sacrifices individuals make to live within its confines. Dear valued supporter, we appreciate your ongoing support for our channel. For those seeking additional ways to contribute, we offer subscriptions on Patreon and Boosty, providing exclusive perks as a token of gratitude. Join our community and let's enhance this journey together. If you prefer an alternative, PayPal donations are also warmly welcomed. Your generosity helps maintain and improve our content. Whether through Patreon, Boosty, or PayPal, your support is crucial in sustaining our channel. Thank you for considering these options. Links will be indicated in the description of the video. The nature of civilization. Freud believes civilization is a complex system that tries to manage human instincts. He says civilization asks people to control their natural desires to get along with others. According to him, this control leads to many problems and sadness in people's lives. He thinks that by suppressing these natural instincts, people become unhappy. Freud suggests that this suppression causes psychological suffering. He believes that to fit into society, people must give up some of their natural desires, which causes inner conflict. This inner conflict, Freud thinks, is a big reason for people's unhappiness. He argues that civilization forces people to sacrifice their individual desires for the greater good of society. The role of the superego. Freud's concept of the superego highlights how individuals internalize societal rules, leading to an internal struggle between what one wants to do and what one should do according to societal standards. The superego functions as a moral compass, guiding behavior based on learned norms and values. When individuals deviate from these standards, the superego can generate feelings of guilt and anxiety as a form of punishment. This internal conflict can be intense, as individuals navigate between their innate desires and the expectations of society. Freud believed that this conflict is a fundamental aspect of human psychology, shaping behavior and contributing to the complex nature of individual identity within the framework of civilization. The love-hate relationship with civilization. Freud delves into the complex relationship individuals have with civilization, pointing out that while it offers protection and security, it also restricts personal freedom. He highlights that this mixed sentiment is evident in how people view authority figures like parents and leaders, whom they both admire and resent. This dual attitude, Freud argues, stems from the conflict between the desire for security and the urge for personal expression. He suggests that this conflict is central to understanding human behavior in society, as individuals navigate between the need for social order and the desire for individuality. This tension, Freud implies, is a fundamental aspect of the human condition, influencing our relationships with others and our attitudes towards societal norms. The discontents of civilization. Freud's examination of the discontents of civilization delves into the fundamental tensions between individual desires and societal constraints. He points out that societal norms, while necessary for social order, can stifle individual freedom, leading to frustration and discontent. This restriction becomes particularly apparent in the demands of work and duty, which often require individuals to prioritize the needs of society over their own desires. This conflict can create a sense of unhappiness and resentment, as individuals feel compelled to sacrifice their personal goals for the greater good. Moreover, Freud highlights the existential anxieties that plague humanity, such as the awareness of mortality and the inevitability of suffering and death. These existential realities contribute to a general sense of unease and anxiety, as individuals grapple with the impermanence and unpredictability of life. Freud suggests that these sources of discontent are inherent in the human condition and are unlikely to be resolved completely. Despite these challenges, Freud does not advocate for a return to a state of nature but rather emphasizes the importance of finding ways to reconcile oneself to the limitations of civilization. He suggests that individuals can achieve a sense of fulfillment and contentment by cultivating meaningful relationships, engaging in creative pursuits, and finding ways to express their authentic selves within the constraints of society. Freud's insights into the discontents of civilization offer a compelling framework for understanding the complexities of human nature and the challenges of living in a civilized society. Religion and illusion. Freud argues that religion offers solace by promising an afterlife and a divine plan, which can reduce anxiety about the uncertainties of life and death. However, he criticizes religion for promoting beliefs that lack empirical evidence, instead relying on faith and revelation. He suggests that this reliance on unprovable beliefs can hinder critical thinking and lead to the acceptance of authoritarian control. Freud also points out that religion often imposes moral codes that may conflict with individual desires, creating a source of guilt and conflict. Overall, while acknowledging the comforting aspects of religion, Freud highlights its potential negative effects on individual autonomy and rationality. The death drive. Freud's concept of the death drive suggests that humans have an innate desire for self-destruction, which conflicts with the drive for self-preservation necessary for civilization. He believes that this instinct manifests in behaviors such as aggression, risky activities, and even self-sabotage. Freud argues that while civilization aims to control and suppress this destructive instinct, it never fully succeeds, leading to ongoing tension and conflict within individuals and societies. This idea challenges the notion that humans are inherently good and highlights the complexities of human nature. Freud's concept of the death drive adds a layer of depth to his exploration of civilization, suggesting that the struggle between the life-affirming forces of civilization and the destructive instincts of humans is a fundamental aspect of the human condition. The future of civilization. Freud believes that civilization's progress will always be hindered by the inherent conflict between individual desires and the demands of society. He argues that as civilization advances, the gap between individual instincts and societal expectations will widen, leading to increased feelings of discontent and psychological tension. Freud is skeptical about the possibility of achieving lasting peace and happiness in such a civilization, suggesting that conflicts and dissatisfaction will persist. He acknowledges that while civilization has brought about many advancements, it has also created new sources of unhappiness and alienation. Freud's insights into the future of civilization highlight the complexities of human nature and the challenges of living in a society that places limits on individual freedom in the name of progress. In summary, Civilization and Its Discontents is a thought-provoking exploration of the psychological conflicts inherent in human civilization. Freud's ideas about the nature of civilization, the role of the superego, and the sources of discontent provide valuable insights into the complexities of human nature and the challenges of living in a civilized society.